The inner game of wealth. Most people spend their entire lives chasing money, but still remain broke, stressed, and trapped. What if the real reason you're not wealthy has nothing to do with your job, your salary, or the economy? What if the true battle is happening inside your mind? Because long before money shows up in your bank account, it shows up in your thoughts, your beliefs, and your daily decisions. In this audiobook, The Inner Game of Wealth, you'll discover why some people attract success effortlessly, while others work endlessly and get nowhere. If you're ready to stop fighting money and start thinking like someone who builds lasting wealth, this is where your journey begins. Introduction. Wealth begins on the inside. Most people believe wealth is created through external actions, working harder, earning more, investing wisely, or starting a business. While these factors matter, they are not the root cause of wealth. The true origin of financial success lies much deeper in the inner world of thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and identity. The Inner Game of Wealth explores a powerful truth. Your financial reality is a mirror of your inner mindset. Long before money shows up in your bank account, it first appears in your beliefs, decisions, habits, and self-image. In this book, The Inner Game of Wealth, you'll discover why some people attract success effortlessly, while others work endlessly and get nowhere. If you're ready to stop fighting money and start thinking like someone who builds lasting wealth, this is where your journey begins. Chapter 1. The Two Games of Wealth, Inner versus Outer. Every financial journey consists of two games: the outer game of wealth, skills, strategies, business models, investments, income streams. The inner game of wealth, beliefs about money, emotional relationship with wealth, self-worth and identity, fear, confidence, patience, decision-making psychology. Most people focus exclusively on the outer game while ignoring the inner game. As a result, they may earn money temporarily but struggle to keep it, grow it, or feel fulfilled by it. The book explains that the inner game always controls the outer game. If your beliefs are conflicted, such as money is bad, success is dangerous, or wealth will change you negatively, you will unconsciously sabotage opportunities. True wealth builders first master their mindset. They ensure their inner world supports their financial goals rather than resists them. Chapter 2. Your Money Blueprint: How Beliefs Shape Reality. Every individual carries a money blueprint formed during childhood and reinforced by culture, family, and early experiences. Common limiting money beliefs include: money is the root of all evil, rich people are greedy, I'm not good with money, wealth is only for lucky people, I don't deserve abundance. These beliefs operate silently, influencing behavior without conscious awareness. Someone may say they want wealth, but their blueprint quietly pushes them towards scarcity-driven decisions. The book emphasizes that awareness precedes change. Once you identify your money blueprint, you gain the power to rewrite it. Wealthy individuals replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Money is a tool for freedom and impact. Wealth amplifies who I already am. I can learn to manage money intelligently. Abundance is expandable, not limited. Changing beliefs is not about positive thinking alone. It requires repetition, emotional reinforcement, and aligned action. Chapter 3. Identity: Becoming the person who attracts wealth. One of the most powerful ideas in the inner game of wealth is that income rarely exceeds identity. You don't get what you want, you get what you believe you are. If you identify as someone who struggles financially, you will unconsciously make choices that confirm that identity, even if opportunities arise. The book introduces the concept of identity-based wealth. Instead of chasing money, you focus on becoming a disciplined decision maker, a long-term thinker, a value creator, a responsible steward of resources. When identity shifts, behavior changes naturally. Wealthy individuals ask, what would a wealthy version of me do today? How does a financially free person think under pressure? What habits align with abundance? Over time, consistent identity-aligned actions compound into financial success.
Chapter 4. Emotional Mastery and Money. Money is emotional. Fear, greed, anxiety, pride, and insecurity all influence financial decisions. The book highlights that many people Overspend to feel worthy. Avoid investing due to fear. Chase risky opportunities out of desperation. Hoard money due to insecurity. Wealth builders, however, develop emotional neutrality around money. They do not allow short-term emotions to override long-term strategy. Key emotional skills discussed: delayed gratification, comfort with uncertainty, emotional resilience during losses, calm decision-making under pressure. The ability to regulate emotions separates gamblers from investors, consumers from builders, and dreamers from achievers. Chapter 5. Scarcity versus abundance thinking. Scarcity thinking says there's never enough. Someone else's success reduces mine. I must act fast or miss out. I need money now, no matter the cost. Abundance thinking says opportunities can be created. Value multiplies wealth. Patience compounds rewards. Long-term thinking wins. The book makes it clear: scarcity creates short-term survival behavior. Abundance creates long-term wealth behavior. Scarcity leads to poor investments, shortcuts, burnout, and ethical compromises. Abundance encourages skill development, strategic patience, collaboration, and sustainable growth. Shifting from scarcity to abundance is not about ignoring reality. It's about choosing responses that build future strength rather than temporary relief. Chapter 6. Discipline, the bridge between vision and wealth. Vision without discipline is fantasy. The inner game of wealth emphasizes that discipline is not punishment, it is self-respect in action. Wealth discipline includes tracking expenses, investing consistently, learning continuously, saying no to unnecessary consumption, and showing up even when motivation fades. Successful individuals do not rely on motivation, they rely on systems and routines. Discipline transforms small savings into large portfolios, daily habits into lifelong advantages, ordinary income into extraordinary wealth. The book reframes discipline as freedom, the freedom to choose your future instead of reacting to your present.
Chapter 7. Long-term thinking and the power of compounding. Wealth is built slowly, then suddenly. The book explains the underestimated power of compounding, not only financially, but mentally and behaviorally. Compounding applies to skills, knowledge, habits, relationships, reputation. Most people overestimate what they can achieve in 1 year and underestimate what they can achieve in 10. Wealth builders sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term leverage. Focus on consistency over intensity. Trust the process even when results are invisible. The inner game requires patience, the ability to stay committed without immediate validation. Chapter 8. Decision-making frameworks of the wealthy. Every financial outcome is the result of decisions. The book outlines how wealthy thinkers approach decisions differently. They ask better questions. They consider second and third order consequences. They separate emotions from logic. They prioritize leverage over effort. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" they ask, "Does this align with my long-term goals?" They view money as a resource to be allocated strategically, not emotionally. Chapter 9. Risk, Fear, and Courage. Wealth creation involves risk, but not reckless risk. The book distinguishes between calculated risk, researched, strategic, asymmetric, and emotional risk, impulsive, fear-driven, and ego-based. Fear is natural, but avoiding all risk guarantees mediocrity. Wealth builders develop risk tolerance gradually, learn from losses without identity collapse, separate failure from self-worth. Courage, the book explains, is not the absence of fear, it is acting wisely despite it. Chapter 10. Self-worth and net worth. One of the deepest insights of the inner game of wealth is the connection between self-worth and net worth. People who feel unworthy undercharge, overgive, avoid growth, self-sabotage success.
The book stresses that money does not define value, but self-value determines financial ceilings. Raising self-worth involves setting boundaries, valuing your time, charging fairly for value, and investing in personal growth. When self-worth increases, wealth naturally follows.
Chapter 11. Money as a tool, not a master. The goal of wealth is not money itself. It is freedom, choice, and impact. The book warns against making money an identity or obsession. When money becomes the master, anxiety and emptiness follow. True wealth thinkers use money to buy time, invest in health and relationships, support meaningful causes, design intentional lives. Money should serve your values, not replace them. Chapter 12. Aligning wealth with purpose. Sustainable wealth is aligned with purpose. People who build wealth solely for status often feel empty, while those who connect money with meaning experience fulfillment. Purpose-driven wealth attracts opportunities, builds trust, creates long-term motivation, leaves a legacy. The book encourages readers to define why they want wealth, who they want to serve, what impact they want to leave. When purpose fuels wealth, burnout disappears. Chapter 13. Building a wealth-conscious lifestyle. Wealth is not a single achievement, it is a lifestyle. This chapter focuses on daily practices, intentional spending, continuous learning, strategic networking, physical and mental health maintenance. The book emphasizes that your environment shapes your mindset. Surrounding yourself with growth-oriented people accelerates inner transformation.
Chapter 14. Breaking old patterns and reprogramming the mind. Changing the inner game requires repetition. The book introduces tools such as journaling, visualization, affirmations, reflection, habit tracking. Neural pathways are strengthened through consistent practice. Over time, new beliefs replace old ones, and wealth-oriented behavior becomes automatic. Chapter 15. Financial freedom as an inner state. True financial freedom begins before financial independence. The book concludes by redefining freedom as peace with money, confidence in decision-making, control over time, alignment between values and actions. External wealth without inner stability leads to anxiety. Inner wealth without external growth leads to frustration. The goal is balance. Conclusion. Master the inner game and the outer game will follow. The inner game of wealth delivers a powerful message. You don't chase wealth. You become the person who naturally builds it. By mastering beliefs, emotions, discipline, identity, and purpose, wealth becomes a byproduct, not a struggle. The outer world reflects the inner world. Change the inside and the outside must follow. Subscribe to the channel for more powerful audiobooks and summaries. Like, comment, and share to support the channel. Thank you.